Thank you so much. As Pam said, my dancer, my friend, my sister, we've known each other for 20 years. Kat Foster wasn't able to be here tonight because her grandfather passed away, Benjamin F. Foster Sr., so I just wanted to take the time to honor both of them. And I just want to give a shout out to my mom, who is in the audience. The thing that I love the most about our relationship is that we're friends, and she is my best friend. So thank you, Mom, for being here. Mommy. As a choreographer, the definition of identity evolves. You morph, refine, switch gears, and discover how empowering, yet exhausting it is to tell your own stories. With all of the descriptive words I've heard about myself, the one that I would give, for me, is exhausted. It's always the time when I feel like I've reached my limit of exhaustion that the universe instructs me to keep going. I ask myself daily, what is my creative identity? I have to reinforce it constantly. And throughout the years, it's changed. 25 years ago, I was an 11-year-old girl in Catholic school with a high-pitched voice and glasses that were twice as large as my head. History and math were my strongest subjects. One of the rules in St. Pius X and most Catholic schools was a required dress code, which meant I wore a uniform every day. We did get a chance to dress down once a month, and for us it was a major event. This was our time to show our style. Though excited, I always seemed to get dress down day wrong. My clothes were either played out or not hip enough. After several attempts, I gave up and decided to fade into uniformity. Fast forward to 2010, gotta fast forward. I'm choreographing and known for theatrical and entertaining works, and it feels good. My friend and former company member, Maura Amina Parker, always reminds me of a day that year when we were walking in front of the former Barnes & Nobles on 61st when I told her I wanted to do a piece about stereotypes. One of the places we started showing ideas for the work, Mr. Tolerance, was Jacob's Pillow. With a generous invitation from Ella Bath, the company prepared for a shared program with Kyle Abraham's company, Abraham in Motion. Having done a season at Jacob's Pillow the year before, I was extremely excited to return. We performed the infant stages of Tall, and after every evening's performance, I felt really bad. I knew we were doing something that people would have a very strong reaction to. The entire company admitted during the process and performances that they were scared. I was too. We would say the piece is like diving out of it and jumping out of a plane. This particular landing felt different. It most certainly wasn't negative energy, but it was a feeling that I had never felt before from an audience as a choreographer. I got the sense that people didn't like it. And as we pushed through 8 shows, it got harder and harder to perform. At the end of our season, I was still processing what I had been feeling a month later. After a lot of conversations, questions, and confusion, I realized the Jacob's Pillow audience was exactly what I needed. The performances felt dangerous and uncomfortable, and I loved it. I discovered that challenging narratives, perception, and assumptions were actually good things. I further embraced my love for history and mathematics by injecting them into the stories and rhythmic complications of my work. Dance entertains, but can also be a platform for conversations that are difficult, but necessary for our country and communities to have. To examine our history, honor heritage, and be courageous enough to unpack ourselves to each other. Feeling this sense of empowerment, I decided to liberate my style in the way I liberated my work. There was and still is a challenge. The success and visibility also evokes little Camille. The larger the platform, the more work is required of me to show up for myself. Tonight before the performance, I opened the gift from Pam and Jacob's Pillow, and it is not by chance that the title of the book enclosed is called Illuminating the Invisible. Though uncomfortable and purging, I know when I show up for myself, when I make myself visible, I am making young Black girls visible too. I sincerely thank Pam for choosing me for this award. I am fighting until it hurts, balancing a career in theater and concert dance, two worlds that I love. But this award is a message, both creative and personal, to keep going. Stand in my movement language, stand in my style. It challenges me to continue diving into unknown territory and tests whether I have the courage to fly boldly through space. People tell me how crazy I am. They always see me every time, I'm changing my hair, it looks different, they don't know what to expect. And I always think, wow, you don't know how long it took me to get to that place. I thank my company for helping me to tell my stories, creative staff, my mommy, and my dear friends who believe in me. But most importantly, I thank them for encouraging me to believe in myself. Thank you.